All right, we're back. Thank you for hanging in there. To welcome Jones, bros. Glad to have you. Because it's the spirit of Sako. Bro Sako, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Amin. I still can't see you. I can see you. I can't see myself.
I did, bros. I can't see you as well.
Yes, I really don't know what.
We just have to just go on. Is that okay? Maybe as we continue, the image will come up. Yes. All right. I can see event supply. NG, you're welcome. For those who have joined us, yeah. Icey, can you read on your screen? I'm sure you can read on your screen. Okay.
Yes, I can.
Okay,
it's quite clear here.
Yeah, all right. Your voice is loud and clear, and we've lost some minutes. I would like us to just fire on from here. Maybe before the end of the show, people will get to see you. All right. Thank you for coming and for joining us on Talent is Not Enough. This is about, I think, the 12th edition, and it's been fantastic. We want to appreciate our viewers who have been with us all the while. So quickly, I would like you to introduce yourself in the next few seconds. Then we'll go into today's question.
Okay, my name is Folakemi Fakoya, Creative Director at Icey Drinks and Cocktails. All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please want to welcome Folakemi Fakoya, the Creative Director at Icey Drinks Cocktails. She will be speaking to us today, and she will be inspiring us on our journey thus far in that industry. But let's give a bit of the background. I couldn't remember you clearly back then in school. I think you were 2006. 6. Okay. That's no wonder. 2006 set.
Yes.
Yes. And you studied theater art. Are you there?
Sorry? Yes, what did you say?
You studied theater art. Yeah, you studied theater art at the University of Lagos.
Yes, theater major, creative art. I majored in theater arts.
Yes, creative art. I majored in visual art, and I think in 2006, then I was doing my master's. And I remembered your friend, Alex Osho, and I could also remember Linda. Aha.
Yes.
Linda. Yeah.
Quite a number of them.
Now, you see, what we are doing in Talent is Not Enough. We are not just doing interview. We are not just bringing people just to while away time. We are inspiring creatives. We are inspiring those who are about to throw in the towel that, look, you can still make it happen. You can fulfill your dream. You can push your talent to stardom, and you can make yourself visible. So the essence of this is to bring captains of different industries who have made the mark. And basically, some of those people that have been here are those that I've come in contact with, that I know their story. I know their backstories. I know how they started. And to the glory of God, how well they are doing right here in Nigeria, right here in Lagos, even when the odds are not in their favor. Now, the first question I'm going to ask you, you trained as a thespian, a theater art graduate. Now, what informed your interest in drinks management? What led you in this direction?
Okay, so basically right from the onset, I've always been this, this like a caretaker who loves to take care of people, who loves to make sure everybody is fine, who loves to make sure that the party is going on well, everything is well organized. I remember back then, my aunties used to call me Yameto, you know, always making sure everybody is fine. I know how to put things in order, how to arrange, how to plan, how to coordinate, how to make sure everything goes on well. So I think that was what inspired my interest in drinks management and cocktails in 2009. I went fully into it in 2009, 3 years after I graduated from school.
Okay, fine. Now, let's take it from here. Now, between 2006 and 2009, what happened and what changed from a graduate of a theater at a department to a drinks manager?
Well, during that period, I did my NYC Cup in 2007. After that, I worked in a bank. From a bank, I went to a branding firm. And it was from the branding firm I just said, I've had enough of this. I need to do my own thing. And since I enjoy planning and coordinating and making sure things are in order and all of that, I decided to go fully into my events business, and I decided to stick to a particular part of it, which is the drinks management part, because you can't do everything in events. You can't be the caterer, you can't be the cake designer. You have to pick an aspect and focus on it and do it very well. So between that graduation period and 2009, I worked in different firms, and when I had enough of the office 9 to 5, I dropped my pen and I focused on my business.
Oh, great. Okay. Iyameto. Now, why drinks? Since they said you are Iyameto, you are, you know, like a general overseer, you are good in managing events. Why not food? Why not cake? Why drinks?
Okay, why drinks? What happened was I started event planning in 2006. Shortly after I left Unilag. I left Unilag June 2006, and in August I got my first bride. I started planning a wedding for December, and between then, juggling with planning events and working in the bank and office, it wasn't so easy. And I didn't realize that back then, a lot of people were not ready to pay for service. You know, using your intellectual property like planning and coordinating. They keep asking you, you're charging this amount. Are you going to, is that part of is the hall and the food part of it and all of that? So I thought to myself, if brides are not ready to pay for me to plan their weddings and coordinate, they don't see the value in a planner. No bride would serve the drinks at her wedding herself. No bride would come down and say she wants to make cocktails by herself. So that was why I went into that aspect, and I had to look at the resources I had at that time. If I was going to go into food catering or drinks catering, which one would be easy to adapt to? Well, to be sincere, I actually did a bit of decor. I did a bit of desserts. I did a bit of small chops and grills and the drinks. And eventually, I settled for the one that my heart goes with, which is the drink service, and it was good. It was good.
Great. You know, it's obvious. It's obvious that it's been good, and thank God for the success story. Now, let me ask you, what exactly do you do at an event as
what exactly do I do?
At the event, at any event, what are the services you offer?
Sorry, come again.
So what are the services you offer during an event, in any event where you cater? Okay. What exactly? So for somebody who doesn't understand, you know, growing up as, you know, an Ajepako, our parties, we don't know.
Your uncles and daddies were the drinks managers then.
We rent drums, buy ice blocks. Brother Said will be in charge of beer. Brother Sunday will be in charge of, we use padlock. But now this is professional. So what exactly do you do?
Okay, so we're a drinks consulting firm. We cater at events. We are a beverage consultant. We help people in serving of drinks management, you know, you're having a party, you're having an event, you're not going to go back to the old classic way of telling Uncle Said to come and start icing your drinks. You're not going to start running down to Balogun to buy wines, and then in the process of you buying your wines, you're buying fake wines, you're buying adulterated drinks. So this is one thing I took my time in studying very well, knowing where to get my supplies from, knowing how to get good rates for clients, you know, being competitive with the prices of the drinks, getting supplies from the manufacturers themselves. For example, now Nestle Water, now we have an edge over that. We get it from the factory directly, thereby giving us an edge in the supply chain, you know, so you get a cheaper price and quality for your clients. They don't have to sweat into running around. How do I get this beer? How do I get this? How do I do that? That's what we do. We procure the drinks, we chill them. We have our staff who are on ground to serve and manage this at events and make sure everything goes smooth. Every guest, everybody will be well attended to. So this is what we do at Icey Drinks and Cocktails. We do cocktails as well. We have mastered the art of bartending, and we bring the finest aspect of it out.
Great. All right, interesting. Okay, how can someone get trained? You know, there are people with this kind of talent that you have, as Yameto. You know, there are people, when you have them at your event, things will just, you know, will just go well. They have this energy, they have this...
Sorry, the sound is bouncing. Can you repeat that?
Okay, I said there are people who have this kind of energy that you discovered, this kind of talent. You know, they can organize an event, you know, they know how to coordinate. Now, if they want to take it up as a profession now, how is there a school where they can get trained? Or for you, is it just this residual knowledge, or were you trained at some point before you arrive at this level?
Honestly speaking, I was not trained. It's just street sense.
Raw talent.
You have to open your eyes. You have to open your eyes, match up what you see on the streets with your energy. There's going to be a lot of mistakes along the line, but mistakes are part of the learning process. We learn from the mistakes, we pick up ourselves, and then we continue. It hasn't been a roller coaster ride since 2009, but I've learned a lot. I remember when I was in a leadership training school where Tara Durotoye spoke, and she said, customer service is not taught in schools, neither is it taught in universities. You learn customer service. You open your eyes to the environment. You see around you with your eyes. You know, you apply that, what you see on the street, you match it up with the energy you have and put a structure to it. Yes, there are quite a few people here and there who train people on, okay, you want to start your drinks business, I can put you through, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. I remembered my first pitch when I went to see my clients. I sent out a bulk SMS then that I was a drinks provider, I do cocktails. As at then, I didn't even know anything. And then the person called me and said, oh, I have a burial in Kogi State, I would like you to cater. And I went to see the clients. One thing about me is I'm very confident in myself. So that confidence actually works for me. You know, even if I'm selling shit to you, I will sell it with all the confidence in the world and you would buy it. You know, so I went to her. I remember going to her in Maryland there, and I spoke with so much confidence because of my, you know, movement around Lagos. I know I've been to the Lagos market. I know prices of some things here and there. I was able to give her a good price, and, you know, everything was just very funny the way it turned around. You know, so you need to apply sense. Nobody's going to teach you all these things. How did I know how to start quoting for drinks? Simply by sitting down, observing crates of Coca-Cola. How much is it? How many is in the crate? What is the content of the bottle? 50 cl or 30 cl? I remember back then, you know, Instagram has even made it so easy for people right now. Back then, there was no Instagram, there was no Facebook. So it was always gate crashing events. I would go to events, I would go to the drink section, I would go and look at how they are doing their stuffs there. I would look at the cocktail section. Oh, what are they doing here? How are they doing this? What are they using to chill the drinks? And it was just me observing and asking questions. You know, I just kept on doing my thing. Whenever I'm going out, I pay attention to details of what I want to do. Paying attention to little details would help you put everything together. I remember when I needed supplier for beer alcohol products, and I didn't have anybody, and I had an event coming up in like 2 months time. You know, I was walking around Unipan and I saw a store where they had crates of beer powder. So I walked in there, asked them, they said, oh, they only sell to wholesalers and all of that. And I asked the lady, does she know where I can buy in beats and all of that? She said I should just go around the corner there. I would see one woman. I went in there, I spoke to the woman. I told her I'm a drinks vendor. I will be buying drinks from her. I need her to be supplying me at the market rates, you know, so that I can get it cheap from her and sell it to my clients as well at a cheaper rate, you know. And that was just it. Just by paying attention, observing, putting A, B, C together and making it work. Nowadays, Instagram makes it better. You want to start your cocktail business, you can look at 2 or 3 Instagram pages and then boom, you start. But then it was quite difficult because you had to go to events. You had to go to event centers like Balmoral and Event Center then. That's where we used to get crash, you know, just check, okay, what is going on at this event? What is going on at that event? Observing how everything is working out. So you really can't go to a school for this. You need to pay attention to details, observe, put yourself together, structure yourself, and get something out of it.
Okay, somebody is asking, I would like to go into this event. How do I get the waiters?
You know, like I said, everything is easy now. Okay, so my event back then, when I needed a waiter, I went for a wedding, and the waiter that served me was actually very polite. So I called him and I asked him that, is he a permanent staff with this person? He said no, that I didn't know how they go about it then because I just started. I just had maybe 1 or 2 events and I didn't really, it was just me and my friend that worked then, you know. So he said he could work with me and all of that. So I took his number and I called him. There are quite a number of people on Instagram now. There are quite a number of companies who provide waiters if you need waiters for your business, for your events. There's somebody on Instagram. I'm trying to remember their name now. They provide waiters basically. You need waiters, you send a message to them, they will send you boys that can work for you. But like I said, all these things are just about paying attention to details. I get boys on my streets, I get boys anywhere. You train them, you put them through, and that's it. I've had boys that have been with me for 6, 7 years now, and they're still working just by seeing them on the street, picking them up, and oh yeah, come. There was an event I had one time at CMS in Lagos. The boys that were using there, they messed up. They didn't come in on time. So I went to CMS bus stop, you know, the garage, the park. And then I asked one of the Agberos that, can I see I want to see the NURCW bus. And, you know, the way they were just behaving and all of that. But, well, I kept my cool and I went to meet him and I told him I needed a favor. Like I had an event in the church here and I didn't have people to help me serve. I needed 10 boys. Before I knew what was happening, boom, 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 boom. They came in from different angles. You know, so many of them. So I picked the ones I needed. I told them to go and change, cut your hair, dress up, you know, dress neatly. I had my uniform. I told my waiters to come in by 7. They didn't show up. I moved to the venue with the truck driver, myself and my friend. We offloaded. We iced all the drinks. I got the boys. They came in. I gave them the uniform. I told them what to do. You don't do masters or PhD in this. You just apply your sense. You open your sense. You apply your sense. I gave them the uniform. I asked them to talk in. I got food for them. They worked. And then how much were we paying waiters then? We're paying them 1,500, you know. So the NURT chairman called me and said I shouldn't give the boys the money when I'm done. I should bring the money to him. I'm sure he didn't pay them very well, but you know, after them they kept calling me Auntie Sheshewa, Auntie Amashisha, you know. Even the NURT chairman that was there, they kept on praising me and all of that. So imagine me sitting down waiting for my boys and not delivering to my clients. You know, so you have to apply sense, open your eyes wide and use your brain. It's very important. These things are not taught in school. They're on the streets, it's in you. You would make mistakes. I've made so many mistakes. There are so many times I've probably done a quotation for a client and I've shot myself in the leg. But the next time I'm going to do it, I've learned from that and then I pick it up and we start again. It's always a trial and error thing, but you will get it.
All right, fantastic. Now, was there any point that you thought this will never work? Was there a point that maybe, you know, clients were not forthcoming, and you had the second thought that, oh, leaving your theater practice for this drinks management, are you not making a mistake? If there was a time like that, then what kept you going?
Honestly, I've never had that kind of time. I'm a diehard fan. Whatever I start to do, I do. There are times where, yes, the business won't come, but because I enjoyed it and it was my baby, I'm not going to leave my baby because my baby is not green and then I leave my baby on the floor. I'm going to pick up my baby and do everything I can do to make my baby walk. Everything I can do. I'm not going to abandon my child because my child is sick. There were times when there were no events, 3 months, 2 months, nothing. But we keep going. You keep doing all you can do. You keep shouting to the world. I usually tell people, I say, they will know, they will see me. You know, you have to shout to the world what you do. If Coca-Cola today is still advertising and screaming and shouting, there is Coke, there is Coke. Who are you not to sell yourself? You know, so I'm a diehard fan. I'm a diehard fan of myself. So I look in the mirror, I speak to myself, I do everything with myself. I have meetings. I usually tell my staff, when you see me talking alone, please just know that I'm having staff meeting. Let me be. You know, it's not a problem. I have meetings with myself. I talk to myself very well. Whenever I'm, you know, tilting towards the, you're going to miss it here, I speak to myself. Kemi, give yourself brain. Start again, you know. So it's not, life is not easy. You're not going to have everything you need along the line. You're not going to have everything at once. It's going to come to you along the line as you're growing. When a child was born, the child didn't grow. They didn't have their teeth. They started growing. They started crawling. They started walking. They started growing teeth. The teeth will fall off to come back again. They started going to school. That's how life is. You can't start a business today and expect everything to fall in place. It's taken me 11 years to get here. 11 years. And you have to keep going. Nobody is going to pay your bills. Nobody is going to take care of you. You have to take care of yourself. You have to keep going. I've never had a moment when I regretted, like, oh God, I shouldn't have done this and all of that. Yes, there were moments that were very low, that there was no income and all of that. But you keep going. You grow yourself. You grow your business.
Fantastic. Impressive. Okay. All right. In that line now, in these 11 years, you know, as a business, as a service-oriented business, what are the 5 principles that have helped you build a strong brand? You know, when I checked your Instagram followership, is enviable. It shows that people are following you, and people follow you. People follow you when you have content, when you have something to offer, or when you are going in the direction where they are going. What are the? I would like you to share 5 principles that that have been tested and proven that have worked for you in this business in the last 11 years of your service delivery.
Sorry, the voice keeps bouncing.
Okay, now, I said as a service-oriented business, now what are the 5 principles that have helped you build your brand in these 11 years? The things that you do.
What are the 5 principles?
Yeah, principles that,
Okay. First of all, you need to structure. You can't keep doing things anyhow. You need to structure and have a pattern. And that's one thing I did. I structured, I had a pattern. You can't do things alone. You need to delegate. You can't, for years, I didn't delegate. It affected me a lot. And I had to sit down with myself, like, if I'm not here, is this business still going to go on? And then got so good. I got a very good staff who was very attentive to details, and structure put itself in place. You need to put structure in place. You know, everything has to be structured. You need to delegate. Don't go running around doing this all by yourself, I remember then when people used to tell me, like, Kemi, you're teaching your boys how to make cocktails, and they will steal it from you. They will go and join somebody else. Why are you training them? Why are you doing this? Nah. Nah. You have to train them because you cannot kill yourself. You cannot do it alone. When you, like Tara said in the leadership school that I went to, when you train your staff and they leave, you've made the world a better place. They would also go and also use that training, you know. So that has worked for me. Also, focus. There are a lot of distractions. I tell people a lot, do not let anybody pressure you. Do not let anybody pressure you. All that glitters is not gold. The grass is not greener. The grass is not green on the other side, not even greener. Not even greener. It's not green at all. Water your own grass and focus. Focus on your skills. Keep going at it, even if nobody is clapping for you. I clap for myself very well. I clap for myself very, very well. If you like, don't clap for me. I will clap for myself. I am doing well. Also, consistency. You have to be consistent. It's not easy in this side of the world to be consistent. I know a lot of people that have started this drinks business and cocktails and events, and you know, they can't keep up. You have to be consistent and you have to show up. The days that are not good, get up and show up. The days that are good, get up and show up. Structure, delegate, focus, be consistent, and show up, and things will work for you. Do not allow anybody pressure you. Whatever you're doing, do it well and clap for yourself. Everybody has got their own battle they're fighting. Fight your battle, focus on your own battle, and clap for yourself. Celebrate your wins. If it's a small win, celebrate it. If it's a big win, celebrate it. But stay focused. Don't get pressured into anything. It takes time. Honestly, it takes a lot of time to build a business. You don't start a business today and expect profits from it and all of that. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to be patient. And when you focus on your business, when you focus on your brand, you will definitely succeed in it.
Great. All right. Is your training as a theater artist, in any way, does it bear on what you do now? Is it an advantage? You know, I'm sure in school you did stage management. Now it's drinks management. So your training, does it have any bearing? Is it an advantage for what